At the bottom of the hole, the engineers found the broken pipe. They had also discovered that turkey vultures could hunt just by smell. Turkey vultures have nostrils so large you can see right through them. Smells are processed by a very large olfactory bulb at the front of the brain. The bulb is so sensitive, it enables the bird to detect the direction a smell is coming from. The turkey vulture follows the concentration of odors in the air to the source of the smell. This acute sense provides a service to other vultures. While the turkey vulture flies low over the forest canopy, the other vultures soar high above, waiting and watching. These birds have a less developed sense of smell and rely on the turkey vulture to guide them to the food. When it descends, they follow. Although first to the prey, the turkey vulture isn't strong enough to rip through the skin of this large rodent. It is soon joined by black vultures, which are also unable to pierce the hide. They must wait for the arrival of the king vulture. Like the black vultures, the king vulture has a weaker sense of smell, but it does have a strong, sharp beak. It repays the favor of being led to the meal by tearing through the skin of the carcass to provide food for all. Back in Scotland, it is May. The newborn golden eagle chicks are now 7 weeks old. They still need feeding twice a day, but now they can be left alone on the Erie. They've now acquired a thick layer of downy feathers and no longer depend on their mother for warmth. The feathers to come, however, will take them much further. A typical bird of prey has over 7,000 feathers, each with its own role. Some insulate the bird from the cold, others waterproof it from the rain, and then there are those that provide lift for flying. Before a bird flies, it raises and untangles its feathers, putting each one into place, ready for flight. Flight is a bird's ultimate evolutionary achievement. The evolution of birds is still the subject of fierce scientific debate. The earliest ancestors of birds probably emerged 200 million years ago as reptiles. Some that climbed trees grew elongated scales to form primitive wings. These allowed them to glide from the treetops. 50 million years later, Archaeopteryx appeared. It still had teeth and solid bones, just like a reptile. But what made this animal so different was that it had feathers. Like scales, feathers are made from keratin, but they are light and flexible. Archaeopteryx did more than glide. It could fly. Flight improved over the next 75 million years, as every possible ounce was trimmed from what were now the birds. To save weight, they even lost their teeth. Bones became hollow, strengthened with a honeycomb of trusses. About 50 million years ago, as the number of rodents and small mammals began to increase, birds appeared that could hunt this rich food supply. The modern bird of prey was born.
Eagle 01, like the tower, wind 1605, cleared for takeoff, change to departure.
Eagle 01, cleared for takeoff, change to departure.
Air bases throughout the world have a problem. The short grass around an airfield attracts flocks of hungry birds. Just one bird flying into the engine of a jet can cause it to crash. The most dangerous time is when planes are coming in to land.
Wardog 31, clear to land runway 24, wheels down.
And Wardog 31, expect possible go around short final. We have a small flock of birds crossing the runway left to right. Approach in. Bird control 1, like an ETH ground.
Lake East ground, go ahead, please.
The U.S. 48th Fighter Wing, based in England, keeps peregrines and other falcons on standby.
Bird control 1, we need you to proceed out to runway 24 at the approach end. We have a small flock of birds sitting on the runway approach end.
Peregrines are the natural enemy of the rooks and pigeons that feed near the runways. A tape recording of a distressed bird is often not enough to scare the flock. But the release of a peregrine has a dramatic effect.